some time now, the thought of a national ACT government in New Zealand has meant that property investors would rub their hands together in glee over proposed rewinding of Labour government tax changes and likely a result in house price rises, in particular existing investment properties. This would also create a knock-on effect of property shortages and rent rises, and affect all property, of course. So the recent election victory of the National and ACT parties in New Zealand is expected to have a significant impact on the country's investment property market. Both parties have pledged to make changes to the current regulatory environment, which could make it more attractive for investors to buy and hold property in New Zealand. So this win has ushered in a wave of optimism among property investors, signalling a shift towards a more favourable investment climate and are poised to revitalise the investment property market, offering a plethora of opportunities for both domestic and international investors. Embracing a pro-investment stance that they are, at the heart of the National Party's approach lies what they believe is this commitment to creating a conducive environment for investment, recognising that there is a pivotal role that property plays in driving economic prosperity, and their policies are designed to encourage investment in property, and in general this is what they believe will stimulate growth. So how's this all going to happen? Well, renewed confidence expected to translate into increased activity, boosting the overall health of the property market. For those of us on the ground, of course, actively involved in the space on a day-to-day basis, it's clear that we are seeing a tide change in the investment property space. It seems fairly certain that we're now moving into a house price recovery and upward movement in property prices. At the time of this filming, Auckland and Canterbury have had 3 months of upward prices in a row. So the National Party, they've proposed to make a number of changes to the current regime for property investment. These include things like decreasing the bright line test from 5 to 10 years back to 2, and there won't be any capital gains tax paid after that 2-year period. So this will come into place as of July 2024, meaning that if you've purchased a property pre-July 2022, you'll no longer have any capital gains tax. I think they call that money for jam. So they'll also reinstate the ability to deduct mortgage interest expenses from rental income. So that means that property investors who own investment property, so not a new build, as you can already claim interest on debt as a tax deductible expense on new build, you'll be able to offset your mortgage interest costs against your rental income, and it'll save you a considerable amount per annum. They won't reinstate that right away. It'll be phased in incrementally year on year. That'll be fully restored by 2026. And they'll make it more attractive for investors to speculate on property. However, it's also likely to be more difficult for first home buyers, unfortunately, as they'll face increased competition from investors. So really 2022, 2023, they were the best times for first home buyers to be jumping in. Nationals also stated they plan to change the rules around foreign buyers of property here in New Zealand. That the New Zealand property market, of course, it's always been an attractive destination for foreign buyers. They're drawn by our country's stable economy, the stunning landscapes, the high quality of life, not to mention, of course, the constant population and infrastructure growth. However, the introduction of a ban on foreign buyers in 2018, it did significantly alter the investment landscape. With the recent proposal to lift this ban, it's crucial to decipher the potential impact on the market and explore opportunities that it might avail for local investors. So this proposed lifting of this ban could have a mixed impact on the property market here. On one hand, it could lead to an increase in demand for properties, particularly in sought after locations such as Auckland or Queenstown. This increased demand could in turn push up property prices. Also, the lifting of the ban could have some other positives. Increased foreign investment could lead to the development of new housing stock, which could help to ease in the current housing shortage. Additionally, foreign buyers could bring new skills and expertise to New Zealand, the property market, which could benefit the industry as a whole. So we shall see, as they say. Opportunities for local investors are here. While the lifting of the foreign buyer ban may raise concerns about affordability, it also presents potential opportunities for local investors. So with some careful planning, strategic investment choices, local investors can leverage this change to their advantage. They could diversify their investment portfolio, because this influx of property investment could lead to the development of new diverse property types like high-end apartments, luxury holiday homes. This could also create opportunities for local investors to expand their portfolios and tap into this new market, these new segments, and also increase demand for rental properties. Foreign buyers often seek rental properties to generate income from their investments. So this increased demand could present opportunities for local investors to acquire rental properties and benefit from a potentially lucrative rental market. And of course, you could collaborate, have a partnership with these foreign investors, leveraging our local knowledge and expertise to form mutually beneficial partnerships, of course. That could open doors to new investment opportunities and access these international networks. So navigating this landscape as the New Zealand property market adapts to this potential lifting of the foreign buyer ban and to favourable property taxation changes. So local investors need to be prepared to navigate this changing landscape, stay informed about these trends, conduct thorough due diligence, seek professional advice as well, of course, and make informed decisions and capitalise on these energising opportunities. And as always, I shout from the rooftops to seek advice from a qualified and regulated financial advisor who specialises in residential property for wealth creation and protection. So unlocking opportunities here for Kiwis investors. This victory that we've just seen with the National Party, it does present some opportunities for Kiwi investors. There's a renewed focus on promoting investment and fostering a favourable regulatory environment. The party said they're laying the groundwork for a thriving property market, and it does produce an opportune time to capitalise on that, this growth in the property market, of course. It heralds another era for the investment property space here in New Zealand, because there is this pro-investment stance, this commitment to regulatory stability, and creating a conducive environment for growth and opportunity. It's obviously set to benefit this domestic and international investors, unlocking this potential of the New Zealand property market and contributing to New Zealand's economic prosperity. So I'm not pro any political party, but it's hard not to be objective here and argue that this recent government change will put a big smile on the dial of property investors here in the land of the long white cloud. So watch the space 2024, as they say.